Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here, and welcome back to another crypto video. And guys, it is extremely hot today. It is extremely hot. I am sweating now recording this video, but it's looking really damn bullish. So today, I want to talk to you guys about that one. There's a lot going on, guys. If you are enjoying the daily crypto news though, make sure you support the channel by pressing the like button, and obviously, it would be a really smart idea to subscribe. Now, my question of today is, are you guys bullish on crypto too? Yes or no? Let me know in the comment section down below. So to start it off, what we're seeing right now is a recovery and kind of a building session for Bitcoin. Is this the final verdict? Is this the end? No. No. We still need some building to get done. However, we got a big dip for Bitcoin. Then the week afterwards, it started building up. And right now, it's only Monday, but it's already looking pretty damn green, pretty damn good. It looks like we got a nice little reversal on our hands. Then again, we have to wait for this week to kind of play out because we are still in this symmetrical triangle, which we talked about for a couple of days. Let me also tell you guys about one of the macro scenarios I've told you about before. So in that specific sense, what I've kept on saying is basically that we get good corrections every so often. In this specific case here, we got a really hefty correction, like 65 or so percent, really heavy correction that we saw. And what I've also drawn for you guys a couple of times is basically that we see something like this happening, where this is basically our push number one, then we get a push number two, and then for example, all right, just something like that, for example, push number three, where the three of course is higher, let's say for example right here towards that area. This is just a little bit of an example. Now, the reason I'm putting this in is because this is actually a really normal scenario, and this is actually what most people will show you. However, they usually extend it forward. The thing is, guys, corrections like this are always a temporary thing, and the only thing you should be wondering is the bull run over? But even if it is, what's going to happen? Well, if you look back into the past, it just took some time, but the more you scale this outwards, if you look at 2013 and whatnot, you'll notice that it actually always looks like this. It's just this downward period that sometimes takes a little bit of time. However, this is usually what you see within the bull trend, and then after that one, it kind of fades down a little bit for a little while, like for example, going a little bit more like this, because then it switched over from being higher highs and higher lows to being higher, I guess, to being lower lows and lower highs, basically just switching over, right? Right now, as it currently stands, if you're looking in the short term and zooming in, it's, let's actually get rid of all of this. It looks like we've already made a lower low, right? Because we made a, let's say specifically a low right around this area. We've just been building. And it also depends on how far you want to zoom in. On a weekly, it's a little bit more bullish than on a daily. On a daily, it looks a lot more negative, just like that, because we made some tops, and right now, this is our first lower low, and right now our second lower low, and just basically going down from here. You know, it's not looking that beautiful. Then again, here the RSI was extremely oversold, and people actually bought the dip. We dipped there twice to kind of reconfirm, and right now we didn't hit that dip once more. You can definitely say that things are building up again. There's definitely some validity to that claim, and for XRP, I don't think a XRP specific analysis is necessary right now. You could just, with a little bit of common knowledge, I don't know what else to say there, just some couple of brain cells being used. You can already notice XRP is following along with Bitcoin right now, and that will stay that way for a pretty good while here. Once more, one of the biggest incentives for XRP to gain right now is the lawsuit, which is why I think it'll outperform Bitcoin over a medium term. But really short term here, guys, it's still going to be following Bitcoin exactly to the dot. And whether it's bullish or bearish right now is one of the most difficult things to estimate. It's really almost impossible to say. Did we get a clear reversal? No. Are we well on our way? Well, debatable, right? I mean, you can still make up the argument that we are making lower lows right now and just keep making lower lows from here on forward, basically looking like it's going to pop back in, but basically looking like this, right? Basically looking like that from here on forward. Is that likely? Once more, debatable. People said this weekly EMA, the 21 weekly EMA, was extremely important for Bitcoin. But my own strategy is going to be, if we break lower, I'll buy more. The way it currently stands, I'm not buying anything. I'm waiting for another good dip once we start to get some bullish momentum again, because I want to see that being confirmed first before buying more. Now, I know that might sound a little bit negative to you guys, but I'm just trying to be as real as possible. I want every single person watching to make as much money as possible. Am I a financial advisor? No, but I can give my own thoughts, I guess, and it might help somebody, so that's what I'm trying to do here. John Deeden says, XRP holders, if granted oral argument on our motion to intervene, considering the limited time, which use case would you highlight to the judge that provides a great example of XRP's independent utility? Below is a great example. Sending Bitcoin via XBL, spend the bits is one. Well, actually, there's so many different points which you could put here. It's actually pretty damn crazy. But John also said, I use spend the bits because the SEC considers Bitcoin a non-security, but is claiming XRP is one. If the SEC is correct, then the asset being moved on the XRP ledger, Bitcoin, isn't a security, but the tool or product that's being used to help transport the non-security is a security. Which is interesting, but maybe not impossible though. It's strange, but And then Digital Asset Investor says, I always go back to Arrington's example. That's just no getting around it. XRP has utility that Bitcoin does not. And the example here is, when you need to move $50 million in 2 seconds with about a 50-cent fee, XRP is a no-brainer. I didn't actually, I didn't prepare well enough, so I can't actually show you guys this video right now. I should have had it on my phone. Then no, you know what? Give me 5 seconds. Let me like the tweet here. I got you guys, all right? Gonna have to look it up on my phone really quickly and give you guys the rundown. Okay, there we go. I got it already. All right, I'm so speedy. Okay, let's quickly go back here. Let's go back here. Turn this off. There we go. Okay, I can do it.
So we're called Arrington XRP Capital, right? And so obviously we like XRP, but one of the reasons we like it is we wanted to denominate our fund in a cryptocurrency that was super fast to actually move money. So Bitcoin's awesome, right? But if you need to move $50 million in 2 seconds and pay like less than 50 cents, that's where XRP comes in, and that's actually what happened. So our very first close was $50 million in January of 2018, the week before the all-time high. We closed our fund, which is super awesome. And
to be honest, that's already really crazy, right? To just kind of hear that, like, what a start to a thing. And let me actually just finish it. So the video's not syncing anymore, but okay.
In a bad way, right? But we did that close, and it was 2 seconds. It wasn't 10 minutes. It was really good. It cost, I think, 40 cents to move $2 million. So that was just fantastic. All right, so we're calling.
Yeah, damn, right? Whew, 2 seconds, 50-cent fee, $50 million. It's a pretty good use case, right? It's a pretty good argument to make, specifically for the judge as well. Then again, the difficult part, I guess, is saying, even though it has utility, is that utility built by Ripple? Is that utility given to it by Ripple? Because that's also a part of it all. But then again, does it not have utility? I mean, you cannot make the argument that XRP has no utility, right? Just for an example, which crypto would you use if you want to transfer money if you're gonna kind of, ignore Bitcoin or Ethereum? Why? Because Bitcoin and Ethereum are not that efficient. So, logically, you're going to go for XRP. If you're going down the list, I guess there's a couple of other ones which you could pick. For example, HBAR, VeChain, that type of cryptos, because there's also really fast, maybe really cheap. But I'm just saying, for example, if you start from the top on forward, right? Bitcoin, Ether, USDT, I guess is a stable coin. It depends on if you want that or not. If you're doing USDT on Ethereum, though, there's an even bigger problem because that's expensive as can be. That's a little fun story, by the way. Stable coins, to a certain degree, are actually more expensive than XRP. How? Why? Well, because a stablecoin is issued on a certain blockchain, for example, Ethereum or Tron, and it basically takes over those fees as well. Now, since XRP is cheaper than those platforms to transact on, boom, bada bing, bada boom, it's actually cheaper to move XRP than to move stablecoin. So theoretically speaking, it's better to change your stablecoin into XRP than move that around and then switch it back to stablecoin. That's pretty funny, in my opinion. Moving on, XRP jumps 13%, approaching $1 as Ripple stops the SEC from accessing legal records. It was a really big hit, guys. I still want to remind you guys, this was one of the biggest announcements ever. Make sure you understand it quite properly and check my previous videos out from yesterday just to see how severely important this fact basically was. Then, Flare to have its Flare token listed by 50 plus exchanges, community claims. Well, I saw that too this morning. I saw a lot of people get really excited about FLR, so I'm kind of wondering what type of announcement just came out, except for the fact they have a lot of support from exchanges. Now, I still have a couple of questions about that. I still don't know everything here. I just saw the tweet as well, and I think I asked something. I'm not exactly sure. Oh, I just retweeted it, I guess. Flare is not live yet, and it's already listed on 50 plus exchanges. That shows you how big Flare will be. And my question about that one is, these are exchanges that support the airdrop, right? These are not necessarily going to be exchanges that will support the trading, right? Just to make sure we are on the same page, because I don't think that many exchanges have actually said that you can trade your FLR, specifically not Binance.us. So I'm thinking this might be a little bit of a wrong statement. Then again, he has a certain point where it's like, these exchanges have worked with FLR before, so there's a good chance they'll help out again at one point or another. But yeah, still, don't be too excited about this. Make sure you see before you believe. And some people are saying Flare is going to destroy Ethereum. Flare, guys, is actually to build the DeFi ecosystem on the XRP ledger. Is it a good idea? Yes, yes, yes. Will it make XRP a lot more useful? Oh, yes, yes, yes. Is it going to overtake Ethereum? Very debatable, very debatable. There's so many different crypto projects out there which are fully focused on DeFi. With XRP, it's a side thing. So I think it can get really big, but it's not built for it all the way. You know, it's a really difficult one to say. It's really difficult to say whether or not it can actually overtake Ethereum. Some arguments that people make is Ethereum is, slow, bad, expensive. You have Matic as a layer 2. You have a lot of layer 2 solutions that work on Ethereum to make it a lot more efficient by taking things off chain. So all those arguments, they don't really line up too well. It's a really difficult one. So about beating it all the way, can't say. Is it going to be juicy though? Oh yes, I like it. And by the way, guys, I don't think it's a smart idea to buy FLR on BITRUE. Just saying, it's really, really expensive over there. But that's just me, all right? I would say if you really want to get some FLR and you didn't, catch the airdrop, it will most likely be best to just wait it out and buy some once it launches because it will most likely be really cheap. Then again, let us see, let us wait. It's going to be huge. So yeah, guys, that was it for today's video. Once more, it's actually really bullish if you think about it, because I'm saying Bitcoin is recovering, XRP is recovering, things are looking good. I'm always keeping my eye out for a negative scenario though, just to be sure. As I just told you all, I haven't been buying this last dip. I'm waiting for a bigger dip to happen. And then I would put more money in. But as it currently stands, things are just recovering, things are doing good. And specifically with all the crypto news here, it's all positive. It's all good stuff today. Really good day. Really, really nice to see. If you haven't yet, make sure you press that like button. And also, if you haven't yet, make sure you subscribe to the channel. See you guys again in another crypto video later today.